Should there be an LSU-Alabama rematch in the BCS? Now, the BCS system has its flaws, just like the bowl games, with their nonprofit status and the amount of revenue they make for themselves. Sorry, but real charities give back more in financial terms to many people. The bowl executives are paid more in salary and perks than the bowls spend financially for the benefit of others. Smaller schools and lesser conferences without the automatic bids have no shot at the championship, regardless of how good you really are in any given year, because you are restricted in which teams are willing to play you. Boise, a few of your teams in the past could play with any team in the country. Other years, even though the record was the same, your team was not at the top level. The same is true of teams in automatic qualifying conferences, but you can be rewarded while the smaller are penalized. Houston, take pride in an undefeated season and cement it with a bowl game victory against a team from an automatic qualifying conference. I just don't think you're at the top level. OSU, Virginia Tech, Stanford, and most other one-loss teams were beaten by teams they were supposed to beat. OSU, I will cite extenuating circumstances in your defeat with the tragic loss of Coach Bud Key earlier in the week. High respect for the former coach of the Lady Texters. May he rest in peace. On the other hand, LSU remains unbeaten, having defeated 6 ranked teams. Alabama's sole loss, albeit at home, was to LSU in overtime. Arkansas, if it beats LSU, can make a strong case since its only loss was to a higher-ranked Alabama. Well, we already beat Alabama, so a rematch isn't fair. If you have confidence in your team, the opponent should not matter. Play the strongest opponent possible for the title. Boring football with no touchdowns. Both offenses stink. Aside from Alabama, the only time LSU was held under 20 points was on a Thursday night in Starkville. Aside from the LSU loss, Alabama was held to 24 points against the same Mississippi State team. No offenses have been able to outscore either Bama or LSU, and the best defensives, other than each other's, has held them to 24 and 19 points respectively. You cannot find that consistency with any other team this year. Missed field goals? Well, special teams are just as important as offense and defense. Along with Alabama, a few other teams might still be undefeated if not for missed field goals, PATs, or mistakes in return coverage. LSU and Alabama regular season game. Intense, hard-hitting, old-fashioned football between two teams that are virtually even. A single mistake, great play, or just lucky bounce would decide the game. Let's have a rematch if both win out. The great plays are waiting to happen on both sides.